shouldn't you? No, you should come right back. Guys, so we're doing fantastic. Today it has been an amazing day, and this is the first time I'm actually going live on both Instagram, YouTube, and I'm recording it at the same time. It comes down to the simple fact that I want to put out more content. I have so much things, I have so much knowledge that I have accumulated over these last 10 years of coaching some of the world's best bachata, sensual, and salsa dancers, and training celebrities such like Madonna and Muhumbi, and I've been in the studio with Ted Riley. So I feel it is my mission to share more with you guys. In order for me to do that, I always need to conversate more with you guys, right? So, with that being said, this is a true story that happened to me today. So, I am part of the Team Tech Park, I guess. So, I am part of Team Cape Verde. That's what I am. So, right now there has been an inauguration, as some of you have seen on my Instagram, for the Tech Park, Park Technological, here in the Cape Verde Islands. And we have two, one in Mindelo and one here in Praia, where I am. So, which is awesome, considering the size of our country. So, with that being said, there were a lot of people coming. There were a lot of African influencers, there was a lot of Brazilian influencers, a lot of American influencers. So we got together today, and I was out talking with them. And then one of the girls, she had so much knee pain, and she had this knee pain because she tore her meniscus, which is just a terrible accident. But this was 2 years ago, and she told me, like, I still have pain. And she couldn't walk up the stairs, so taking a step up the stair was something that was hard for her. And that, of course, made me say that, and I started talking to her. I started talking more and more about her knee problem situation. It's like, just because you got injured in your meniscus like years ago, it doesn't mean that this is how you need to exist for the rest of your life, just because your doctor said so. And you go, yes, but my doctor told me so, I'm like, yeah, I know. But I'm telling you, as somebody who is a professional in helping with people doing rehabilitation and coming back on track, and done 2 knee surgeries myself, I can tell you that just because you have a meniscus problem doesn't mean that your life is over, right? And she goes, I'm not being like, 2 of my doctors told me, I'm like, yeah, but you can't listen to your doctors. You tore your meniscus, but it's back. It's not that you dropped your leg. Right? It's something that is right there. And a lot of people get angry at me when I say this, like, don't listen to your doctors. And it comes down to the simple reason that clinical doctors, the majority of them, they're not working with rehabilitation. It's that simple. So it's not that I shit on it, I'm just like explaining what their occupation is. They don't do rehabilitation. Like, you don't go back to your doctor. Once you get injured, here's the process. You get injured. And then you go to a clinical doctor, and his job is to stitch you up, right? Do the surgery, make sure everything's good, right? That is his expertise. That's what he continues to do. After that, you go out and you search out professionals that knows how to heal you, to do rehabilitate you. They can be physical therapy doctors, though. That's different. Those guys, or other type of health like experts, but clinical doctors, their job is to stitch you up, right? Like, don't get twisted. Stitch you up, and that's awesome. But you shouldn't listen to them. You shouldn't listen to them when it comes to the simple fact of, oh my God, you can never move again. What are you talking about? What type of research have you done? Are you studying rehab also? No. Okay, but then why? Your job is not to tell me what I cannot do in the future. Your job is to stitch me up, leave on a good tone, and then go further, right? Go forward. I think it is irresponsible of doctors, of clinical doctors, to claim that they can tell someone, or that they have I remember being injured, and they told me, like, you're gonna have this for the rest of your life. You are never gonna be able to dance. Imagine this, 3 occasions, 3 different countries. I had doctors look me in my face and they tell me, you're never gonna be able to squat again. You are never going to be able to squat again. You should stop dancing. You should change your career. Imagine saying that to someone. And they understand authority bias. If you don't know what authority bias is, that there's someone of authority, doctor and policeman. It's like, Doctor is the biggest authority on the planet. Like, if you really think about it, that bias is like white robe, like, sharp, like, doctor speaks and you listen, you need to take this 2 times per day in 3 weeks, you listen, you pay attention to what your doctor is saying. So then, even then, they have the audacity to say this. I think it's so irresponsible. So the point comes down to, like, you shouldn't listen to these types of doctors. You should listen to experts in rehabilitations, right? And this just happens to be what we're doing over here at Dance Specific Training. Obviously, because it's so important, because I had to go on the journey myself where I had to find this. Luckily, I found incredible mentors on the way. I've studied mentors such as Akil, who is an absolute walking machine, walking healer is what he is. Akil has black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's an orthopedic, doctor orthopedist, and he is also on top of that. He's a movement specialist in something called Kinstretch, and doing CARS. CARS comes down to control, so strengthening your joints, articular, rotations. CAR is an acronym. CAR. So you're controlling and rotating the articular, like our joints, obviously. When we do that, we send a special liquid that's called the synovial liquid. And that liquid has healing nourishments inside of it. And it can only be accessed when we are rotating the joints. But clinical doctors don't tell you that. And as a result of that, you go around in your brain telling yourself, I am never going to be able to heal. I am never be able going to do that. Because 1 or 2 people, or maybe 3, in my case, internationally told me this. And it's not because I'm Superman. I am Superman too. Don't get it twisted. I am Superman. But my point is that I haven't helped others to do this. So even though I am Superman, there's still other people that I have taught to do this and heal themselves. Right? So this is what dance specific training is. Even if we have a dance specific training system, we also have a system which is neat. You guys saw my live yesterday, I was up training. All of these push-ups things we're doing, that's a dance specific training system. But the method itself and the people we're working with, we can pull and drag more people into this. So we have more than just one. Let me know if this is making sense, guys. Let me know if this is making sense. Let me see who's here briefly. Georgia, Emma, Malguisha, Christopher, Talia, Kristen, Luz. Let me know if what I'm saying is making sense. Because in my head it's making sense. I'm seeing a lot of hearts coming up, which is very, very beautiful. More of those, please. You have to take your own personal responsibility in your healing journey. And that's part of what we are doing and helping you guys with in that specific training, our coaching program, where I'm the lead coach. We also have other coaches that we work with, but it comes down to the fact that I'm the lead coach, right? I'm coach, as we call it. Coach, you know? It's straighten out, it's coach. All of this is happening, right? So this is what I'm pushing, right? And then at the same time as all of this, you have access to this. Because so many of us are walking to festivals, right? So if you follow the Peak Performance Protocol, link in my bio, hit the link in my bio, get the Peak Performance Protocol by Coach today. And it's what we're running over for festival dancers, where you're able to, what's up, Pereira? Where you're able to do it, it's a warm-up that you do before, a couple of days before. We're talking about how to do it, how to survive a flight. We're talking about how to take care of yourself before social dancing, warming up before social dancing, putting on lean muscles as dancers, right? So all of this is part of something bigger, right? We also have all of our ambassadors that we're working with. We have ambassadors from 9 different countries right now. We have you, if you're interested in becoming an ambassador about dance training, comment the word ambassador to Pereira. You should definitely become an ambassador, brother. Check that shit. Bam. You should comment ambassador right now, my guy. Because after, so this is, right now we're 17 in our core, 16 in our core team, and we have 9 ambassadors. We also have 2 coaches, me and 1 more. On top of that, we are now continue to boost ambassadors, but when we're going on tour, we are going to collect information for people that wants to become dance-specific trainers, which is, I think it says itself what a dance-specific trainer is. So this is happening, this is going to be awesome, and I hope everybody's excited about this. But if you don't have the Peak Performance Protocol, I suggest you hit the link in my bio so you can actually go ahead and download that so you can improve your health while you're at festivals without getting injured, staying healthy, and improving your dancing so you have a better time, right? So that's the Peak Performance Protocol. If you don't know, however, let me see, I need some water here. I'm talking a lot. Guys, I'm talking a lot. I need somebody to talk to me. What are we doing? Gio is saying 100%. I also have similar situation with various doctors. Come on, doctors, what are we doing? I think it's so irresponsible to say that to a human. I think it's so irresponsible. At dance-specific training, what we're doing, we're helping you with essentially three things. We're helping you with all things physical, all things mental, all things your dancing. When it comes to the physical part, we're covering your dropping in body fat, putting on lean muscles, we're covering your diet, we're covering the flexibility, we're covering the mobility, the joint strengthening. We're focusing so much on that from the perspective of being a dancer. So I danced for 16 years. I've been part of the Bashat Central family for 10 years, which is also as long as I have been a personal trainer for them, right? So with all of this being said, we're covering all of that in the physical part. So if you imagine a triangle, physical, mental, dancing, right? Once again, there's a triangle, physical, mental, dancing. So that's all the things has to do with your physical. Then on the left side of that triangle, it says mental. And the mental part of this is, of course, all of the things that's going on in your brain and prohibiting you from moving forward as a dancer. We're talking about your mental, your internal dialogue, your negative self-talk. So we're making sure that we are able to conquer that one. We're developing your ego, or your alter ego perhaps even, or your new character, your new beliefs, your new identity on the dance floor. But the beautiful thing with this is that it's both on the dance floor and off the dance floor. So here we go again. Happened to me to a lot of doctors. They said there's a genetic difference in my knee I can't fix. Don't listen to them. I'm gonna take photos of these ones, guys. How can I fix it? This is great. This is a great question. You can fix it by sending us a message. Send me a message. Say, hey, I have problems with my knees. Send me a message saying, I have problems with my knees, please help, and let's get on a call and I help you. Because this is ridiculous. Like, what happened? What happened? Did I put on a filter? Didn't I change a bit now? The fuck? Is something happening, guys? Did something happen? Did I put on a filter? I feel it looks like I have makeup on. Alright, never mind. Anyway, send us a message, that's the point. And then, so we're doing all of that there. At the same time, we are of course covering everything. Is what I'm explaining, guys. I'm explaining my coaching program, obviously. Because this is why I developed it. Now you get a little bit of my origin story so you kind of understand. Guys, this makeup is ridiculous. What's happening? Should I log out and log back in, or what are we doing? What should I do? And then on the dance perspective, I am not the teacher that's going to tell you how to do the pendulum in bachata. That's not what I do. We have Colpin unit for that. That's what they do, right? This is their expertise. When it comes to dancing, I do body isolations. So if you want to learn how to do these things, then I'm your guy. Or if you want to learn how to do hip hop and actually being able to dance hip hop, then I'm your guy. But when it comes to our coaching program, what I'm doing, again, taking a step back, in the bottom of my triangle, we have all things physical, all things mental to the left, and all things on dancing. Now we're talking about your dancing goals. We're talking about, okay, what type of dancing goals do you have? Do you want faster footwork? Do you want faster arms? Maybe you want faster goals. Maybe you want to be able to do the body weight better. Maybe you want to be able to do all of these things. Maybe you also want to be able to go down in split. We're already covering that because we're covering all things of your physical part, right? then what we do is that I have my students send me videos. I have my students sending me videos. We do dance feedback on your dancing, but from a sports science perspective. So I send back videos. I look at your dancing, and maybe you're performing for a show, so you give me context, or maybe you are just starting dancing. You're just just a social dancer. And when this is happening, you have the opportunity, or what I go in and I do, I go in and I look at your program, and I look at your dancing. Here we go, from the beginning, I'm failing. You send me the videos, I look at your dancing, and then I give you feedback on it from a sports science perspective. And what does that mean? It means that I look at it and I say, hey, when you're doing this move, what is important for you to train is this exercise. Then I take that, and then I take that information, and then I add that to your training program, right? Makes sense? That's our coaching program. So essentially, we're talking about two things today. We're talking about three things. First things first, don't listen to your doctor. You should absolutely not listen to your doctor. We have several people in here who's been telling them, oh, I had a very similar experience. Because what ends up happening is that if you listen to your doctor in some sense, or not some sense, sometimes there is a lot of us that have doctors telling us that we were never able to dance again. If you're listening to this, let me know in the chat if you have ever had a doctor or a figure of authority within the medical field telling you, you're never going to be able to do this again. You're always going to have this type of pain again. Let me know if this has happened to you in the chat. Here. What are that two people saying? Three people, including me. Do you have an example of a video of someone dancing while you understand which exercise he needs to improve? Yes, I do, Tali. Again, send me a message, I can send that to you. I'm actually recording one for Pablo and Raquel tomorrow. I found a really nice video that I want to do a breakdown to. So, yeah. I can send you that one also. It's not done yet. Spinal fusion at 34. What did they tell you? What did the doctor tell you when you had a spinal fusion at 34? That you'll never be able to do this again? You're never going to be able to do that again? What did they tell you? You're never going to be able to dance again? Tell me guys. Tell me. What are they telling you? Spinal fusion. That is serious surgery though. Fusing together your spine. It says no more dancing. And how does your life look right now? Are you dancing right now? Or did you listen to them? I dance now. Here we go! Round of applause. Round of applause. A third example. A fourth example. A fourth example of somebody that took her own, I think it's that took her own personal responsibility and said, you know what, I'm going to go and create my own destiny, and I'm going to start going into dancing, and I'm going to create it. This is my responsibility, this is my body, and I am going to take my destiny by the throat and making sure that I can do my dancing. And she's doing contract, improv, and fire dancing. Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. I love that story. I love that story so much because it's so close to my story. So if you look at my dancing, guys, I do a lot of weights like this. I stand still a lot because I had so much knee pain growing up. Did I listen to my doctors? Nada. 9. So we made it happen. Guys, that's the thing for today. 3 things. Take your personal responsibility about your health. Second thing, check the peak performance protocol. It is in our bio. It's a health package we have developed that is a protocol you're just doing a checkup in order for you to perform optimally for your next festival. And then, of course, we spoke about our coaching program, which is a 16-week coaching program we do with some of the world's best dancers. If you're interested in learning more about that, I highly suggest that you send me or us a DM with the word coaching, and let's talk more about it. Bless up. Remember, as always, by dancers, for dancers. By dancers, for